with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Falcons will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia State's offense will get first crack at it here. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Stanley. Unleashes one. On target to the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll go back to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
So Air Force's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
I mean, what a playmaker. This dude can take off from anywhere and attack your defense. Forget the option. Forget pitching in. He is going to take it, and this is why, because he chews up big yards, makes the huge play.
The Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's out of bounds right at the 15.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. To give to the big fullback. Lowers those pads. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Air Force.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. FIU was able to cap off a close one inside Silva Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides the back on the option, the give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to throw. It's Stanley. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Now on the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll toss it. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that first down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Motion from the back. They'll run the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Steamrolls his way ahead. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Stanley. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Air Force.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. With the catch, it's McNamara. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll try the outside to the left. Across the 45. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
And the Falcons with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. Turning it on. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll toss it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And this quarterback has had a rough game. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Complete to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Panthers are marching down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Where did he find a hole in that secondary? What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback part of their running game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They punt it away on 4th down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Stanley. A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Right down the boulevard. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
They'll send the back in motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Quarterback gets past the marker. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The Falcons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Sends it back in motion, keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here comes the option. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here they're trying to get to the edge. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. He'll ride his man on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This offense has it with really good field position.
Timeout, Air Force.
A run for the quarterback.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Give to the big fullback.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds a little space. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gets the back moving on the option. Got enough space. Touchdown Falcons. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
29, Georgia State, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes to the right. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Panthers!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
29, Georgia State, 17.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up that he finally gets to touch the football.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to it. Can't get him to the ground. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll send the back in motion. Runs for the tackle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The option look. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down.
3rd down. Offense trying to go option, seeing if they can outflank the defense by pitching it, but nothing there. Great penetration up front. The defense looked like they were ready for it, guys, and they're able to come away with a massive negative play.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. It has been a quiet and somewhat forgettable game for this sophomore behind center. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle. And you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. The 50. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Oh, they're after him. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. On 4th down, looking to pass. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Falcons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Air Force.
And the Falcons lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a design run. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Now on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Air Force! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
36, Georgia State, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And it's on the guy behind center to get this offense going. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Off the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air, it's Stanley. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backward. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
They'll run the option. Quarterback on the keeper. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's